So, week 7, half marathon training. Um, been a bit of a mixed bag, but it was ended pretty well this week. I started the week, literally woke up Monday morning with a really stiff left knee, which was a bit of a surprise. Had a easy pace run scheduled for Monday, so took the decision, to stay in bed basically, but not to risk it, just to see how the knee was. Sometimes a stiff knee just needs a bit of a run out. Sometimes it might be something more cunning. So took the decision to see how it went. Had to go to work on Monday, so just it was going to get a bit of exercise anyway. There was no way around that, and it survived all right. Didn't seem to be too bad. So following that, basically I brought the training plan back on schedule. So Tuesday was what's called a foundation run, easy-ish pace. Do them every week, nothing special, 40 to 45 minutes, 8.5k maybe, that kind of thing. So all went well there. Wednesday was a tempo run. So the tempo run was pretty much a warm-up and a cool-down, and then in the middle of that, just a run done at, it's determined to be heart rate zone 3, which is kind of like a medium effort. Again, that was pretty reasonable, nothing untoward there. Do them on occasion, so yeah, that was all pretty good. Quite enjoyed that. Thursday's the natural break in the week for me at the moment. That's the day of the week that I don't get out first thing in the morning to run. So this time round, I actually my wife went out for a run on Thursday morning, so I jumped out at the same time as her and just did some stretches, some weights, and that's pretty good. I've thrown a couple of weights into a little routine of stretches I've got with sort of Russian twists, press ups, sit ups, that kind of thing. Nothing breaking the boundaries of human fitness, but it's it feels really good actually. Just chucking in a 5.5 kilo dumbbell into that and holding on to that for a few single leg squats and things. It's working quite nicely. Friday was long intervals. Mix this up. Normally it's either intervals or it's hill repeats. This time around it was long intervals. 5 minutes in, pretty much push yourself, with I think it was a 3-minute recovery in between. It was only a short session. It was only a 37-minute session, so not too many of those, but that went pretty well. It's difficult to know. I've not felt in recent months that I've had the sharpness of pace that I had about 9 months ago. That's probably just me being paranoid because that's just what I am. But the long interval session this week really shows a pretty good turn of pace. I got, just checking on here, 3 personal records according to Strava anyway. Half mile, 1k and 2 mile personal records on that, which came as a nice surprise. Wasn't expecting that. So that went really, really well. Saturday, I've been reading a book by Vassal Salazar, the guy that used to do the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show. Now he's doing the Virgin Radio breakfast show with Chris Evans. And in his Running Up the Hill book, which is his second book, he just mentions briefly about a treadmill session that he started doing where for an hour he would enter a world of pain on a treadmill. He was trying to achieve a sub 3 hour marathon time. So he used to do these sessions where he would run 5 minutes at intended marathon pace and then a minute flat out. So it's like an interval session, but your recovery really isn't a recovery. Your recovery is a sprint. So it's a bit peculiar, but it didn't linger on it too long in the book, but it seemed to be something that he felt was actually quite good. So I thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. The book's been quite good so far. I'll give this one a try. So I set that one up as a workout on Garmin Connect. tried it out Saturday morning, but the kids woke up 32 seconds after I started that one, so I kind of jettisoned that one early on. Funny enough, didn't really save it either. Didn't see the point of that one. But managed to get back to it Saturday evening, and I got a 58-minute session in. So I did it with a 5-minute warm up, 5-minute cool down, and then I did 6 reps of 5 at marathon pace. Well, actually, I was going for half marathon pace, and 3 minutes at flat out. Now my treadmill can only do 16 kilometers an hour, so flat out's that. And then the half marathon pace was about 4:10 was what I was targeting. So frankly, that's quite, to me, having not achieved 4:10 over the course of a half marathon and aiming to do best part of an hour at that kind of pace plus sprinting it as well as that, was expecting that to be a bit of a killer. And I have a great deal of respect. I quite like the chap, Vassos. But, what a bugger, because that's a killer. That was really uncomfortable. Not, haven't sort of like crippled myself doing it, but that's a hard workout. It's a hard workout. But again, if you don't try, you don't know. So in that 58 minutes, I managed to push nearly 14 kilometres. So really pleased with that. And as it turns out, I managed to get, again, a couple of really good sort of personal bests on that. And actually, one of the things I've been trying to wonder is whether or not I've got it within me to do a sub 20 minute 5k and a sub 40 minute 10k. And I don't know. Who knows if I do have. But it's something that I'm interested in trying to see. And on this particular one, what I managed to do was actually get a new 5k and 10k PB. And I know it's on a treadmill, and I normally am a bit sceptical about classing them as PBs, but I'm pretty happy with them to be classed. I didn't beat 20 minutes for a 5k. I'm not sure I can get a great deal closer because I've got 20.00 minutes for a 5k, which is frankly a bit of a pain in the bum. And then for the 10k, I'm actually going to have to look on my phone because I can't for the life of me remember what I actually got. But the 10k result was, bear with, as they say, bear with. No idea at all. Don't you just love it? I'll check my watch. I think it was about 40 minutes. Let's have a look. Oh, no idea. Just over 40 minutes. So all in all, that was a pretty good result. I also got a 1 mile PB of about 6:40. So for somebody that has been thinking over recent weeks, speed isn't quite as good as it used to be. But let's be honest. I mean, we're all getting older, and none of us are getting younger. And if getting slightly slower is what happens with getting old, then that's the way it is. Not going to worry too much. So yeah, and then Sunday's long run. That's aiming not to put too much in the way of heels on that one. Just keeping it flat. A little over half marathon distance, just to keep the legs ticking over. Of course, with Saturday's workout, it's always going to be a bit harder. But no, that's fine, and it's lovely to get out to run from where I live up to Abingdon-on-Thames, a little bit of the Thames Path through some of the sort of backwaters of South Oxfordshire. It's a lovely, peaceful, tranquil time of the day, and it's a lovely part of the country. So I feel lucky that I've got that to play around in. So all in all, a week that started off feeling a little bit, could have been a bit iffy. It's ended up with some really good times. Really feeling that the pace is picking up just in time for in my 3 half marathons coming up. One more solid week of training now, week 8, and then I've got a couple of weeks of taper. Tapering for me tends to be 1 week of slightly less than normal, and then the final week where I'll probably only throw in 15k before race day, that kind of thing, just keep the legs fresh, but do 15k where there's a bit of speed work in there just to keep them sharp. And we'll see how things go. I'd love to get a PB. I'd love to get a PB that is near 1:30, and if I can, absolutely fantastic. I will be really pleased. If I can't, I'll do my best. I'll give it everything I've got, and you can't say for more than that. So we'll see how it goes. Here's to week 8 of training. Keep up the good running, everyone. See you soon.